everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are traveling back to Newquay, which is located in the UK's Cornwall, and I'm going to share with you my travel vlog for day 2. I am doing the intro here from my flat in London only because I really butchered the intro. I think I was just in a travel state of mind and wasn't thinking about how you introduce a video properly. So I'm going to introduce the video very quickly here and then we'll jump in. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my day 2 in Newquay, which details my kind of morning breakfast at the Watergate Bay Hotel, checking out Newquay Harbor, then catching the Southwestern Coastal Path, which you don't really catch it, you hike or walk it, all the way kind of around from Newquay, just above Newquay Harbor, all the way through to see Huer's hut, all the way around through Towan Headland, checking out Little Fistral Beach as well as Fistral Beach, and then continuing on to Pentire Headland. And then we'll finish up the video by sharing an epically wonderful sunset walk on the beach at Watergate Bay, followed by a delicious meal and the sunset there. So are you ready? Let's jump in. So my day in Cornwall began with a delicious breakfast at the Watergate Bay Hotel. This is where I was staying for my trip to Newquay. Really love the hotel. I'm going to do a dedicated video on that soon, so subscribe to this channel if you want to check that out. But the breakfast was great. Because of COVID, there's no breakfast buffet, so you have to order your breakfast when you arrive. I ordered the items of the English breakfast that I actually like, most notably the scrambled eggs, the bacon and mushrooms with a side of toast and butter, and a big mug of kind of filter coffee. They don't do latte beverages at the breakfast, so all good there. Felt very fueled up for the day, and because I arrived in Newquay without a car, I decided to wait for the bus. Now, unfortunately, I think some of the buses in Newquay are very hit and miss, and after 20 plus minutes waiting for the bus and it didn't arrive, I called my reliable taxi company, A2B Taxi Company in Newquay. I'll leave the link down below. And just as I was waiting 5 minutes for the taxi, the bus came, of course. But 5 minutes later, my taxi arrived and I took the taxi down to Newquay Harbor, and my driver was lovely. He actually insisted on driving me all the way down into the harbor, which is actually a very steep walk down and then back up. The harbor itself is charming. I don't know if you need to go all the way down there unless maybe you were in search of a meal, because they did have a really charming restaurant on the beach there. But the harbor is, you know, it is charming. You see all the cerulean kind of blue waters. I kind of wandered the length of it and realized pretty quickly I didn't want to spend a lot of time there. So I hiked all the way back up to the top of the harbor and had to kind of wander kind of around through town a bit to pick up the Southwestern Coastal Path. So as a tip, I would actually suggest that if you don't want to go to the harbor, start your journey from the Harbor Hotel, where you can get a really fantastic scenic vista of Newquay Harbor and of kind of all the gorgeous kind of water around it. And then you can pick up the Southwestern Coastal Path really within, I think, a few minutes walk from there, and there are signs that point you in the right direction. So that's my hot tip. And then from there, I faffed around for a bit trying to find the Southwestern Coastal Walk. But from there, we should be pretty good to continue on with this vlog and share with you what I saw for the day. Looking out at here, I don't know how well you can see it, but it was that point there that I was out at yesterday. And now I've come kind of all the way around to the harbor out to here, and it's boiling hot. I kind of wish I had my shorts on, but now I'm just trying to find out how to get on the coastal path. I keep kind of taking these wrong turns, which are beautiful little mistakes, but wrong turns nonetheless. So I'm also thinking the hair has to go up soon because I am sweating. The weather forecasts around here are liars. It feels like it's like 80 something degrees. All right, on the road again. Let's see what happens. Oof. All right, so I see the very first kind of destination. That wasn't actually too much walking, just a few minutes once I found the right path. But wow, this is really pretty. I will. Yeah, the Huer's hut. Why do the bugs always fly straight on you? Seriously. Okay, so now we are at the Huer's hut, which compared to these beautiful blue skies is very dramatic looking. So I will share this with you. That's very, very pretty. I'm gonna go take a little step closer to learn more about this. Wow. And the views from up here. I mean, doesn't get much better than this now, does it? Wow. I just takes my breath away. It's not something you can actually go inside, because if we come a little step closer, let's just look at this, because people are shitty. So it's double padlocked, yet some idiot has managed to put a bottle of alcohol and popcorn in there. And there's also, interestingly, I don't know what the flowers and stuff are doing in there, but let's go read about this. Dun, da, da, da. All right, so I had a feeling that would happen. My SD card just died, so found a little shady nook at the Huer's hut to recharge it. Now I'm just, if you look at the ground, very cautiously walking my way closer so I can read the sign. Okay, so the Huer's hut, it's a grade 2 listed building. This building, thought to date from the 14th century, was used as a lookout by a Huer at the time of the year when shoals of pilchards were expected in the bay. A call on his horn raised the hue and cry, alerting the townsfolk to the arrival of the fish. By means of hand signals, oh my gosh, the Huer enabled the fishermen to position their boats and encircle the shoals with their nets. Prior to its use by the Huer, this hut may have been a hermitage. The hermit, is it hermitage or hermitage? Possibly, the hermit possibly being the person entrusted with the lighting of the beacon fire for the guidance of shipping. Externally, this building has a large, typically Cornish late medieval chimney and a narrow stairway leading to the roof. There are 2 windows with drip molds, one of which, now blocked, has a mullion visible from the inside here. 2 can be seen an early fireplace altered in the 19th century, possibly during the restoration of 1835. So there you go, the more you know. So here we go again. I'm trying to decide if I should take this kind of mini path or if I should follow the road, but it seems like it goes pretty high up over the cliffs and there's barricades, so we're gonna give it a try. But if it feels sketchy, we're turning around, so don't worry people. Don't worry, Mom. There's also something really curious up there. I don't know if you can see this, but it's like, looks like an old monument with the sign of the cross. Lots of history around these parts, seriously. So we're continuing our way. We're very safely protected from the cliffs. Might actually take another picture over here. It's just stunning. We're getting closer now. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to go. I'm gonna hike all the way around through here and then get out that way. Oh, I just cannot tire of this. Look at how blue that water is. It's just incredible. So I knew Cornwall was beautiful, but oh my goodness, I didn't know it was this beautiful. And I didn't know Newquay especially, with all just the dramatic cliff formations and the sea stacks, and the cerulean blue water is just incredible. I'm so happy I came here. Oh my goodness, look at these beautiful orange flowers with the water. Oh, absolutely, absolutely breathtaking. So if you guys think electric scooters are just for city streets in London, think again. I just saw a guy using his electric scooter on this path and then took it. There's a walk path that goes down to the water, and he's like riding it downhill. I guess you know you're a local when. Crazy. I don't know if you can see him, but he's over there now with his scooter. But anyways, just to put it into context, so at the tip over there is the Huer's kind of hut, and we've just kind of walked all the way through to here, and then now we're gonna continue walking all the way down up to that guy and see what the views look like from there. So let's go. Oh, it looks a little bit foggy from here, but wow. Just incredible. So we're now kind of entering into this area, and we're gonna go hike up here and see what that's like. So let's go. Towan Headland. Here we come. We're gonna hike up this big freaking hill. It's really hot out, but we're gonna do it because we are strong. We are strong. I really wish I brought my bathing suit to go hop into the water. You can see behind me is Little Fistral Beaches. Wait until I show you how like amazingly, it's like you're in the Caribbean with the color of the water. But first we hill climb. Let's go. So we're almost there. It's just, the breeze, it feels good. I can't believe it was supposed to be raining all day today. And look at this amazing, it's bright hot sun. Don't get scared by what the Weather Channel tells you. Just come to Cornwall and Newquay. It's amazing. So this is the view. Oh, from one side of the tower. Wow. It's just stunning. Oh. Wow, so I just showed you over here, but then look. Wow. And the breeze is everything right now. Just look at that. Ah. Just pure, pure, pure bliss. Oh, I just can't get enough of this view. But we're gonna keep walking now. Oh gosh, that's a bit sad with the cross there. The thing that you have to be warned of when you come up here is these are not protected cliff edges. So compared to the coastal path I was just walking on, you can literally just fall off the cliff very easily if you get too close to it. So you really do need to stick to the kind of brown paths that are below you and just be careful. And especially if you're here with like little kids, you know, I don't know if I would bring little kids here, to be honest. It just seems a little too dangerous. To illustrate my point, I'm on one, but there's two, there's three, and that third one there is really on the actual cliff's edge. And as you can see, based on the dip there, it's clear that some of the cliff has like sunken in. And even though the views are stunning, you just want to have some common sense when you're up here. Yeah, see, not all of these cliff edges are super stable, and it just opens up to a sheer drop. Now, not a very steep one, but still a sheer drop, so you've got to be careful. So over this way we have some super nice views of Fistral Beach, and I think that up there is the Headland Hotel. I'd actually looked at staying there, but it was all booked up. But I have to say I'm quite happy with Watergate Bay, although people did say that the afternoon tea at the Headland Hotel is absolutely spectacular. So there you go. I'm just sadly not dressed for afternoon tea at the moment. Oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. So this down below is Little Fistral Beach. Look at that. I don't know if it shows on camera, but the water is positively, it looks like you're in the Caribbean. It's like this light, really light kind of aqua. It's incredible. So now we're leaving Towan Headland and Little Fistral Beach, and we're gonna walk over to the larger Fistral Beach, which from what I could see looks really packed, but I'm in search of some sort of cold beverage and maybe just a chance to sit down and chill for a little bit. So let's see if we can find a good spot over there. So, when we last spoke, I was heading over towards Fistral Beach. I'm now wearing shorts that you kind of can't see. My top is so long. Not my best look, people. I sat inside at the I think it's Rick Stein's at Fistral. And it's essentially like a fish bar. They also have like a curry menu and a noodles menu. Too hot for both of those today, in my opinion. So I just wanted something light because I'm not that starving. I think it's the heat. But I had some Thai fish cakes, which came with like a cucumber spicy sauce, but I also got some spicy aioli on the side because that is life. Was fantastic. Had a big old bottle of water and cooled off inside in the air conditioning, but still had a view of the outside on the beach, which was perfection. And then now I'm actually walking towards Newquay Lodge. I'm on the Southwest Coastal Path again. You can probably hear some of the sounds still from Fistral Beach in the background. Fistral Beach. Those megaphones they have are super loud and impressive given the territory of the beach. But yes, I'm walking on another peninsula now, heading towards a place called Newquay Lodge. And I've got to decide if I want to make a bus for 3:32 or I'm going to try and say my prayers for the A2B Taxi Company Newquay again. Let's see. I think this has been the most challenging path terrain-wise so far, just because it's so jagged with the rocks and uneven. But we will try to prevail. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, that's just amazing. Pure paradise ahead. But now we climb. Hey there. So a little worse for the wear, but I am back in my room now. I picked up a bus outside of Newquay Lodge, which was another hotel I was actually thinking of staying at, but I'm actually happy I didn't, just because it's so remote from the rest of Newquay. It is beautiful. I think if you wanted this kind of secluded retreat, it would be a spot, but I really actually like how, despite Watergate Bay is even further out of town, it still has more of a buzz and it's a destination, so super happy with that. But what a great day. Can we talk about that for a minute? I mean, oof. I look like I've had a great day. I'm going to clean myself up and go out onto Watergate Bay Beach because it's gorgeous and it's sunny, so I'm gonna put a little more sunscreen on because I think I'm looking like I might be getting a little burnt. So I'm gonna put some more sunscreen on, go out to the beach, and just enjoy. I'd love to have like a long walk on the beach, so let's go do that. And we're on the beach. Oh, it's nice. It's a lot, definitely feels cooler down here than it did at like Fistral Beach, etc. Might just be where we're located, but the sound of the ocean, and there's such an expanse of sand. There's still so much of ways to go before we hit the ocean. Not as bad as Canberra Sands though. But still, I think it's pretty low tide at the moment, but it's such a beautiful beach with all of the dramatic kind of cliffs around you. It feels really special, so let's go enjoy a walk. This is very much a surfer's beach. Everyone is like surfing or boogie boarding. It's pretty amazing to see. But now I'm gonna go stick my toes in the water and see if it feels cold or not. But what are we gonna bet? My bet is cold, but because people are surfing in wetsuits, so it's gotta be cold. If that's the case, let's find out. Dun da da da. Yeah, it's cold. Whew. Yeah, no wonder people have got the wetsuits, but there are just people just in their bathing suits. I don't think I would want to go in right now. Maybe after the hiking when I was like boiling. Yeah, that's about as far as I'm going in. I'll show you. Oh, well, let's go walk. I think we should walk in this direction. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me, but the tide is coming in, so you can see behind me there's like some parts of the beach start to fill in before the others, so it's just so relaxing to be out here and to experience it though. I'm just really enjoying it, so I'm gonna go start walking in the other direction and see how that goes. So I feel so refreshed. I've showered, I put on a nice long dress, and I'm ready for dinner. Although I have no idea where I'm gonna go to dinner because it's been such a faff. And yes, that is a British word. So I'm sure any of my American listeners or my family listening are gonna be like, what? But yes, it's such a faff, and it's a faff because I didn't really want to book in the indoor restaurant, so I declined taking that booking before I traveled here because I just wanted to have my options open. But then when I kind of got a lay of the land, I realized that, well, actually that probably was a good option to have at the Zachary's restaurant. And then by the time I asked if I could have the booking back, it was gone. So today I did try to inquire at the Beach Hut restaurant and what is it? The one that's Watchful Mary, the cocktail bar that also does takeaway pizzas and snacks. And Watchful Mary was like, yeah, come for drinks, but they basically do the pre-orders on the takeaway pizzas and they were completely done for the day. Beach Hut said they're fully booked, but maybe there'll be a cancellation. So option number one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to go to the living room, sit on the terrace. It's like 6:40 right now, so I'm hoping it is early enough that maybe I can sneak in. And if that's not available, I'm gonna try and check the Beach Hut again. And then if that's not available, I'm gonna go to the wax place, which is across the street. So fingers crossed. Good morning, everyone. It is very, very gray outside this morning. Looks like it was raining a lot last night, but I am up. I'm wearing something casual because today's a travel day, and I'm about to go to breakfast downstairs at Zachary's. I unfortunately have to check out of the Watergate Bay Hotel today. I'm very sad, but let me fill you in really quickly on last night before we head down to breakfast. So last night I was just all like unsure of what I was gonna do. I ended up going to the outdoor space at the living room, found a table, no problem. Sat, enjoyed, watched the sunset, treated myself to another fried chicken burger. Oof. After all that hiking, I mean, totally fine, right? That's what I'm saying, calories don't count on vacation. And then I also had the rose spritz. Oof, that is so good with the Prosecco and the rose and like the rose petals. I gotta figure out how to make that at home. That is fantastic. And then I really wanted to go downstairs to Watchful Mary just to check that out, and I had seen online they have really great cocktails, so I walked down there. It's literally just like a 2-minute walk, and unfortunately because of COVID they're not doing cocktails at the moment, which is sad. So they were only doing kind of drinks, bottled drinks that they brought to you. So I ended up just doing a Prosecco, finished watching the sunset down there, which was a bit anticlimactic because we had a lot of clouds. But what I will say is, compared to the living room space at Watergate Bay, Watchful Mary actually has more of a vibe to it. They were playing all of this kind of all the feels kind of music, and there's no music at the living room space at Watergate Bay, which is kind of a shame, to be honest. Like, they should play some music out there on the terrace. But Watchful Mary had great soundtrack, so I was really enjoying that. And from a views standpoint, so the views, in my opinion, at the living space at Watergate Bay are better. You get more like expansive views across kind of all of the bay, which is just amazing. But when you go down to Watchful Mary, you're only like one level up from the beach, so you actually feel more like you're on the beach than you would. I don't think one is necessarily better than the other, but I actually enjoyed trying each experience because each was a little different. All right, hey guys, so I am going to wrap up this Newquay, what I got up to in Newquay kind of travel vlog here. I had the most incredible time in Newquay. I love staying at the Watergate Bay Hotel. I am gonna film a dedicated hotel room and Watergate Bay Hotel review, so make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see that future. So thanks again guys for tuning into this video. This is probably going to be such a long video, and if you've made it all the way to the end, a big thank you from yours truly. If you like this content, please hit that like button. It really helps this channel. Leave a comment, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and if you've been to Newquay and you experienced other stuff that I didn't see or do, restaurants, sites, please leave a comment down below, because sharing is caring on this channel. We're in it, you know, we're kind of we're travelers kind of helping one another by sharing our experiences. So would love to hear what you liked, because also I want to come back to Newquay, so I want to know what else I should do. And then If you like this kind of content, I create travel and lifestyle kind of content on this channel. Please hit that subscribe button to see more of my videos. Thanks again for tuning in, guys, and I will see you soon.